And we haven't fully been explaining this to people. Right? We just haven't been explaining this to people well. That it's just not you get the eternal life of Jesus, you also first get the earthly life of Jesus. Now, when we talk about he suffered, right? And he said, if you follow me, you will suffer. It's just logic. Now, one of the things is we need to give people, one thing is we just got to give people clarification on this. Because here's the thing. Most of us have been saved for most of our life. Well, Jason, would you say most of your life now? So you're about half and half, ain't you? A lot of us have been saved for most of our lives. Right? And we suffered a lot. We just didn't understand the suffering. Because we were brought up in a culture that said you shouldn't have to suffer like this to follow Jesus. So we suffered a lot. And we didn't realize that the suffering we were going through was part of being on the narrow road and part of being conformed to the image of Christ. Because what the suffering on that narrow road is the death of the old self. It is the crucifixion of the old man so that the new man might be resurrected. Does that make sense? It is the crucifixion and the death of the old man progressively. And at the same time, progressively, the new man is being resurrected until it is completed on the day you walk into paradise. And that's what you step through the narrow gate onto. Right? It is stepping onto the death of the old man so that I have the resurrection of the new man. And that's what we've got to get better about explaining. Because here's the thing. So you're going to suffer at the hands of sinful men. Right? Now here's something interesting I thought about as I was thinking about this. Because I've said this before. Some of your suffering is your own fault. Right? But now let's think about this. Is that not still suffering at the hands of a sinful man? Sinful man just happens to be you. Here's the glorious fun thing about that. God still used your stupidity to make you more like Jesus. But, you know, God's just awesome like that. Some of that suffering that was my own fault was still suffering at the hands of a sinful man, me. And God still used that suffering at the hands of a sinful man to make me more like Jesus. What we want to get people into is get them into a pattern of discipleship where most of the suffering doesn't come at their own hands. Because there's a lot of guilt and shame that comes with that. Knowing that you're the person that beat yourself down so much. And you're the person that made your life so hard. You know what I mean? I think it's probably going to be a little more bearable for people if we can start them out as a disciple. And most of the suffering comes at the hand of other sinful men. Just less shame and less embarrassment about it. I mean, just really it is. But all of that suffering that you've endured as a believer has been towards the purpose of making you more like Jesus.